Hello, everyone. So, I brought out some time ago a meditation CD that started with the words, "You are a unique and special being." Since then, I have recorded or have presented various workshops and worked with various groups. And whenever we meet a new group or go into a new situation, I always say to people, tell me about yourself. Who are you? And invariably, they will say, my name is Mary, I am a wife and I'm a mother of 3 children, or I'm a doctor, or I am a typist, or I'm an artist, or I am the daughter to my father, I am my mom's best friend, whatever the case may be. But do you know, in all the time since I recorded that particular CD, I've not had one person start out by saying to me, I am a unique and special being. It just doesn't happen. How sad is that? People will tell me all kinds of stories about who they are and about who they believe they are, but very, very few people actually know who they are. Very few people can say to you, I am a unique and divine being. Very few people can say to you, I am a person who is incarnated in this body to do a soul journey, to travel on this earth, to grow my soul, to experience life as a divine being. We are whoever we give ourselves out to be. We are whoever the world has taught us to believe that we are. But very, very few of us know who we are. Very few of us know that we are spirit. We are energy, total, absolute energy, as is everything around us. Everything around us, the world, is energy. Every single experience, every happening, every being, every crystal, every animal, it is all energy. But what sets us apart, and it really does, is the fact that we are spirit. In our very being, the core of who we are light beings that represent and that are a part of Great Spirit, the all that is. That which has created this incredible, incredible space that we live in, this incredible earth upon which we survive, this unbelievably huge galaxy amongst other galaxies. An incredibly intelligent, loving being that is so creative, that has gifted us with the ability to be here right now, to create our own lives, to create our own reality. But we don't believe that, and as long as we don't believe it, we cannot be accountable for it. We have, however, and during a channel recently we were told, we have chosen to be here now. We have chosen this time to be upon this earth, to be a part of it. To walk this earth whilst it is going through a period of reset. A period where it has become so dysfunctional, so worn down, that something has to happen to readjust, to reset the realities of this planet. And every single one of us is equipped to be a part of this. Every single one of us carry a knowledge of our light that is so unbelievable. But we do not own it. We do not embrace it. We are still choosing to believe that we are lesser beings. We are choosing to believe that we are just human, we are victims, we are incapable of the most amazing things that could be happening around us. And right now, our world is shifting from a fourth dimension into a fifth, and we have no option but to move along with it. Actually, no, that's not true. We do have an option. We can choose, we actually have two options. We can choose to leave, which many, many, many people are doing. I mean, the number of people who are transiting at the moment, animals as well, but people who just cannot see their way open, who just cannot see that they have a place in this new world, are leaving. Some are leaving because they just can't do it. Some are leaving because they feel that they could be of more service from the other side. So that's the one option, and there are many ways in which people choose to leave. Whether it's accidents, whether it's illness, doesn't matter. People are making choices. The other option is to stay in the third, fourth dimension, and it's a very tricky thing, because the third and the fourth dimension is very strongly linked to one another. So they go between 3 and 4, 3 and 4, 3 and 4 a lot. We get movement between the fourth and the fifth dimension, but that's not so much. Well, it is quite a bit, but the jump is so much bigger from the fourth to the fifth dimension that when people start making that, the progress on the path is slower but bigger, if that makes any sense. Where the third and the fourth dimension, the gap between is not that big. The gap between the fourth and the fifth is such an adjustment that it's a process where you walk along a road of changing. You walk along a road of adjusting who you are, who you think you are, and how you behave in alignment with what you come to know about yourself. Because as you move and as you walk on the path towards the fifth dimension, you become more and more in tune with the light within you. Your connection to the God force within becomes so much stronger. And the voice of the God within, your God voice, your God mind, speaks louder and louder and louder. So the closer you become to moving into the fifth dimension, the stronger is the voice and the reminder within you that come inside. This is where we're at. This is where it's all at. This is where we need you. But you cannot go in there and hide. Many of us manage to hide within our bodies, within certain dimensions, behind certain masks. But the fifth dimension is a dimension of reveal. It is a dimension that says, open up and show who you are. Know who you are so that you can show who you are. And if you are anything in the fifth dimension that is not in relation to who you really are, the discord, the fallout between the two will be of such a nature that it will create immense difficulty for you. You will feel that problem. You will feel that lack of integration. You will feel the lack of love. You will feel the light. Because as you move into the fifth dimension, the light becomes so big and so sustaining that it carries you, and you have breakthrough moments. You literally have breakthrough moments, and in those breakthrough moments, you know. You meet God one-on-one, face-to-face. I nearly set our house on fire on Saturday. Came very, very, very close. Much too close for comfort. And my beloved Gugu, who works with me, on Monday morning said to me, you know, Gogo, sometimes our lives are difficult and we wonder if God is there. And then something like this happens, and God just whispers in your ears. He just whispers to you, you see, I am here. And my goodness, I could not agree with her more than I did in that moment. And that is so true, that when we feel that everything is falling apart, it really, really does. You feel that there's nothing to hold on to. And at the moment, the world is falling apart. Not only is the world falling apart, but people's worlds are falling apart. And it's really hard. It's really difficult. Marriages are falling apart. Friendships are falling apart. Families are falling apart because people are becoming aware of who they are. And they are standing up for who they are. And never has the price been higher. At this moment in time, the more people are standing up for who they are, the more people are standing in their light and saying, this is who I am. And based on who I am, based on the fact that I'm a divine being who is here to heal my soul, to grow in absolute joy, I can no longer do what I've been doing. I can no longer stay in a soul-destroying career. I cannot stay in a marriage where I'm not being seen for who I am. I cannot stay in a marriage with somebody who's a narcissist. I cannot stay in a marriage where I have sold my soul to somebody else, where I have betrayed myself. I have betrayed myself so many times. A client this afternoon said to me, Estelle, I have sold myself out to my children. I don't even know who I am anymore, and yet they can criticize me. They can judge me when all I've done my whole life has given up on who I am so that I can give them the best I could. We won't go down the road of her having been my client for 15 years and me having said that to her. But that is the truth. Now she is realizing that she has given so much of herself that she does not know. Her children have all left home. The last one is about to leave home now. And she has no idea. What is the next step? What do I do going forward from here? Because everything has been around these children. Everything has been around a husband for some people. Other people, it has been a business. I've given my career. I have put everything in to work with you, to work for you. And here I find myself today standing with empty hands. Where maybe I've got a bank account, but I've got no account in terms of the energy in my heart for myself because it's empty. There is no love. There is no love here. I don't love myself because I've been so busy loving everybody else that I don't know how to do it for myself. But when I do start saying, this is who I am, and I have to stand up for me. When I stand and I look around me and I say, where I am putting my energy is not serving me. It is not growing my soul. It is breaking me. I turn around and I walk away from having a cup of coffee with you and I feel exhausted. You are not in this world to lift me up. You are not in this world to make me happy, but I owe it to myself to find happiness in the relationships I keep. I owe it to myself to find happiness in the work I do. I owe it to myself to love and to honor me and to do the one thing that I have come to this world to do, and that is to nurture my soul. It is to grow my soul. It is to experience joy. It is to experience love, because God is love. My pure essence is an essence of love. Nothing more and nothing less. And if the people around me cannot accept that, it is a sad day in my life. And unfortunately, that is what I'm finding at the moment. I am finding that many, many people right now are making choices in alignment with their souls. And many people are feeling so lonely because they are finding that the people they love are not prepared to make choices of no kind. They've got their heads stuck in the sand, and they are carrying on in this world that is so fragmented that the only way you can keep standing, the only way you can win, is by going inside, is by touching base, is by integrating your God self, your soul, with who you are. That is the only way. It is only within yourself that you will find the stability and the anchor that is the God force. It is not outside of you. And it's really, really difficult when you reach a stage where the people around you cannot see that, cannot respect that, and cannot honor it when you make choices, when you choose to make choices that in some way or another is not in harmony with you. It is really difficult. It makes it so hard because you find yourself in a place where you feel judged. Do you know that the one word that has received the most negative feedback ever is no? You try saying no to somebody and see what happens. Oh my goodness, the wheels come off. Because what right do you have to say no to someone? You have no right. What nonsense is that? Of course you have the right. Because if you start saying no to other people, you start saying yes to you. There is only one way that you can and will survive in the fifth dimension. And let me be very clear. The fifth dimension is not a thought. It is not a frame of mind. It is a reality. Our earth, our beloved earth, is moving into the fifth dimension. That is why we have got volcanoes popping up everywhere. That is why we have got earthquakes shaking up the islands. That is why we've got wildfires raging. Because within each one of us, we are being shaken up. Our fires are erupting. Our wildfires are raging because we have been suppressing our fire. And now our fires are burning in harmony with the earth. And the earth is saying, I am burning away. I am shaking up the foundations of everything that is not in harmony with me. I am absolutely in a place where I am challenging anything that stops me from doing what I am here to do. And I am here to give you a space upon which you can live, can experiment, and can experience the growth of your soul. And if something is going to stop that, I am going to devour it. I am going to destroy it. I am going to do what I have to do. I have the strength, I have the courage, and I have the conviction to do what I have to do to save myself so that I can be what I have agreed to be for those who have chosen to come here and experience their soul journey with me. The same thing applies to each one of us. It is time for us to stand up It is time for our souls to take the hand of our God light, our God energy, our inner God mind, our God hearts, so that we can be who we are meant to be, so that we can have the courage and the strength to be who we are. So that those people, whether it be our partners, our children, our colleagues, or our parents, who have agreed to come to this earth, who we have contracted and who have contracted us to help their souls grow, to do just that. But in order for that to happen, we have to stand in our light. We have to get beyond the fear of losing somebody. We have to get beyond the heartache of the loss of a best friend. And it's so unfair, but it is what it is. We have to become our own best friend. We have to become our own voice in the night. We have to become the ones that have our own backs. And when we do, we will draw to us others who can do the same. And those people then will become our families, because more and more we are finding that the biological families are just not as strong as we hoped they would be. We're not turning our backs on them. Not ever. Nobody will ever ask that of you. But you are being challenged to rise up and be who you came to this earth to be. And if there is no room within your biological family for the absolute largesse of who you are, for how very big your spirit is, well, then you have to step outside of it. And you have to invite them in for coffee when it suits you. But you must not expect them to have your back, because if you are in the light, the chances are that there are many people who are not, who may find that a little bit blinding. And the only way you can do that is by making peace with that, knowing who you are and making a choice to walk this path, this fifth dimensional opportunity and experience with your own soul. I really hope that every one of you will find within you the courage to know who you are, and the love of the Father, Mother, God that will carry you to a place of loving yourself. Blessed be everyone.